Да. Мы вернулись в офис. Well, look who it is. Missed us already? Hardly. When I may ask, what brings you, oh, venerable primogen, to my humble abode? God, no, not again, please. Where the hell did you find her? Outside my front door, she must have heard of me, found where I lived. It's not uncommon knowledge among the Darksborn. She probably figured out I could help, but honestly I have no idea what to do with her. I mean, I should turn her into the prince, but it's just another strike against my people. And again, I can just let her loose, not after what she did. Fuck the angel, you can't tell her that I'm desperate if my first instinct was to come to you. No, Larson, I would attribute that decision to what's left of your common sense. Hey kid, I think we should call it a night, just give me some time to talk to the girl. Maybe I'll get through her somehow. The sign, it's always there. Thought I ain't holding my breath. Уник. Арест это крест. Ready to go, fledgling? Excellent. Stay close. Let me tell you how it's going to go. As I said, I've arranged a meeting between you and your kin. It's going to take place somewhere you should know very well. I'll watch over you two from a safe distance to make sure you adhere to the rules. You should know those very well, but I reiterate just so you can't even say I didn't warn you. Don't do anything that would violate the Masquerade, don't establish some secret routes of contact I will know. Do treat it as the last time you two will meet. Take this chance to wrap everything up. Here's your story. You are fine, find yourself at the crossroad, decided to radically change your life and move out of the city. The subway is unbearable. But the rent is too high. They heard it all. You were ready to leave New York for good when you heard those upset rumors about taking your whole life. So you decided to set the record straight and close the curtains on your relationship once and for all, on your terms. I'll leave the finer details to you, just be so kind and don't make me regret it. We're here. This is where the last saw your poor Marshal. Who knows whatever might have happened to him. One Jessica Lowell is trying to find out. She got a tip from an anonymous source saying that you might appear here tonight. Wouldn't want to disappoint the lady, would you? She's apparently quite distraught. The Pulse, да, ностальгируем. И мы опять в этом ёбаном клубе. Насколько я помню, мы расстались, несмотря ни на что. А из нее, из сучки, которая тебя бросила, или я ее бросил, неважно. Делать вампира это такое себе дороже. Понимаю, если бы это был какой-то реально клевый человек. Но мы про нее знаем так мало, что мне плевать. You stupid motherfucker. I've been so worried, I've been so fucking worried. Called everyone I knew to look for you, and you just having fun clubbing? You thought it would be funny to drop on contacts with everyone, pretend something happened to you? What? You wanted to see my reaction? I let everybody know you're okay, but don't you ever show yourself in front of me again. Welcome to the beach with no regrets. Said everything you had to say. Yeah, she said she'd call off the search. I had to accept what was looking like some harsh words, but deep down I think she knew it was time to say farewell once and for all. She's a little shaken up, but she'll live. Took care of it like a man, did you? Very good. People we knew in life have this tendency to briefly reappear in our own lives. One night, let's say 20 years from now, she might spot you on the street. You won't have aged a day from now, and even though she tell herself that it can't be you, she'll be jealous. And if you look happy, she'll feel regret over what could have been. So for the sake of all night, your path cross once again, I hope you search for your own happiness. Thanks. Don't suck up to me, kid. Mr. Bad Guy is still here, and without a doubt, he will go back to decapitating suckers like you anytime now. We're here. Take care. I'll see you around. Just pray I don't have to see you too often. Бля, полночи уже прошло. А жаль. И опять репортер ёбаный. Но я говорил, что это не последний раз, когда мы его видим. Yes, I know. Don't worry. Trust you to handle it. I'm glad you're in the neighborhood. If you could look around for me one more time, that would be wonderful. Told me you got rid of that reporter. Turns out he's still here, snooping around. Ah, well, he was gone for sure. He didn't seem very brave. Sometimes cowards are even worse than those with a backbone. Shakier. Or to talk his way into the building during the day. Once the doorman understood what was happening, he threw him out. He showed old pictures of me to my neighbors. It's very awkward, you understand? Oh god, it's you again. Please, I'm working on a different story, I swear. Don't worry, Frank, I know all about why you're here. You do? I mean, Okay, I'm sorry to try to bullshit you, just tell me how I can help you. How come you're here? I thought we agreed there is no story. Usually when someone says there's no story, it means there is a story. I just couldn't let it go. Look, I don't want you in trouble. I can see that you're serious and there is something so language. I think you know what it is. Like Sophie's were always something, but is it worth the pain? Look, I need a scoop, I need a story, I need something that says Frank Doherty is on top on this of things again. Nobody expects me, do you know how it feels? I used to be someone, a promising young journalist. When you fuck up, there is no sympathy. People enjoy seeing you fall. I don't care about Sophie Langley, I care about Frank Doherty. And I'm not asking for much, just one story that isn't about trying to get a shot of celebrities' underwear. Someone's leaning on you, Frank. Come clean. What? No, absolutely not. Sometimes you just need some extra money, that's all. Where does this extra money come from? There's a guy, he's paying me, that's all, but I can't talk about that. Мне кажется, он вернется. Мне кажется, он вернется. Hey there, kid. Glad you could make it. Are you kidding? I wouldn't miss this for the world. Right. Make yourself comfortable. We have some heavy shit to figure out, you and I. I've been going over the case files, mulling over our options. Surprise, surprise, they all suck donkey dick. No matter how we go about this, someone gets fucked over. Her, Lawson, us. Okay, then lay it on me. What options do we have? Okay, let's polish this turd. Here's how I see it. 1. We grab Sana and take her to Elysium and make a case for her and Prince Barnard. 2. We get Valeria to back off by feeding her the dirt I got on Lawson. 3. We try to send Sana out of the city. Come on, kid. I can hear them thoughts bouncing around your head from out there. Out with it. You want to bring Sana to Elysium? Isn't that pretty much a death sentence? Pretty much, but not quite. If we can get at an audience with Barnard, we might be able to convince her to spare Sana's life. The prince isn't as much of the hard ass as some would like her to be. She'd probably rather avoid further alligating with the Dustborn community. That said, if we want to the Coteries, we're as good as fucked. What kind of dirt do we have on Lawson anyway? Must be some serious shit. Oh, it is. A few years back, the Second Inquisition led coordinated assault on the New York Kindred. Operation Lights Out, they called it. Nasty fucking business that was. A lot of good vampires died, some of them I knew personally. Lawson was one of the Inquisitors' first target, but then they got to him, he managed to convince them to spare his life. In exchange, he fed them into the one fellow Camarilla member, one Nicky the Chop. Suffice to say, Nicky didn't make it through the night. Okay, time wasting. What do you think we should do? Wait, you letting me to make the call? Look, kid, I've been it all day muddling it over and over. I got for my trouble was splitting headache. I just don't know anymore. All I'm asking for you to be honest opinion. Just pick one and make a case. Convince me it's the right thing to do. Or at least wrong, at least. So one more time. Bring the girl to the Elysium, trade her life for lessons, or sneak her out of the town. Let's try to get her out. Maybe we can put her on a train without anyone noticing. Maybe we can get her some help once she's on harm's way. That's a lot of maybes. What if we get caught? What if the feed comes over there one way? What if she kills again? You willing to live with that? I guess I'd better be. So be it. Fuck. Do me a favor, kid. Watch her for a few minutes, okay? I gotta make some arrangements. Make calls. But not like with the phone or anything, cause you know that would make me a naughty boy, which I'm clearly not. Hell the week, huh? Hell. Alright, I called in a favor with my friends from up north. They're sending someone to get Sana once she's out of the city. All we need to do is get her on a train. Hey darling, I need you to listen very carefully. We're gonna do a little trip, okay? You need to stay quiet and stay close to me. Can you do that? Well, alright then. Looks like it's go time. Alright, Sana, listen to me very carefully. This train will get you out of the city. A friend of mine will meet you at the last stop. You know it's him cause he'll say my name. Remember my name? And Cello. Close enough. Gift, not hurt. You're welcome. Don't move a muscle. There we go, nice and easy. I'm curious, Angel, how exactly did you think this is gonna play out? The girl on the train, she gets picked up by your Chicago friends, magically gets better. I'm none the wiser, and we all live happy ever after. At least one has the excuse of being young and stupid, but you should fucking know better. Had brought her to me, it would have been quickly, painlessly. As it stands now, I can't guarantee it. Now then, what am I supposed to do with you? It was my idea, I accept the consequences. You hear that, D'Angelo? The kid wants to take the fall. You got anything to add? It's bullshit and you know it. Oh, I do, but it feels good to make you say it. So, here's one guy. You fucked up, big time. I count you this one-time make or break strike on both of your records. From now on, I will keep an eye on you. If I catch either of you so much as even farting in the way of displeases me, I promise you will not wake up the next morning. In the meantime, I fully accept you to make up for this. You're on thin fucking ice. And I want to see some nice twirling and tiptoeing around before I lay you back on the firm ground. Then grow up, kiddos. I killed her. Rest. If anything, it's we. Kid, I know you're trying to make me feel better, but it's not really working. I really thought I could save her. Why don't you grab some shut-eye? It's been a long night. Yeah, that's me in the picture. Reggie fucking Finch. Haven't seen him in a while. Wasn't planning to. You named yourself after one of your characters? Afraid it's more than that. I sort of became him. See, Reggie Finch was a pushover, a small-time journalist and a wannabe writer. He would never survive out here among the Coteries of New York. Gianni D'Angelo, on the other hand, honestly, it just sorta happened. Guess it was the only way I could make sense out of it all. I mean, once you wake up looking like this, realizing your life and all of that where it's gone forever, you can't really blame me for trying to at least make it interesting. I guess, to some extent, we all put an act in front of the others. We make up characters, idealized versions of ourselves, and give us something to live up to. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still weird, but it's not that weird. Angel. Thanks, kid. Tell you what, how about you take the rest of the night off? I need some time to get my shit in order. Starting with this office, some dumb assholes made one hell of a mess of it. I'll be seeing you. И у нас что получается? Тремер, Гангрел, какой-то святой дебил. Кто-то, кто за мной нас наблюдал. Я просто не знаю, есть ли тут лимиты по времени, или лимиты по историям, или как тут игра считает. Или те, что парт 1, парт 2, это просто сабсторисы, их можно спокойно пройти, но как есть, так есть. Я пока буду брать интересующие меня штуки. А мы ищем парочку гангрелов. Stay out of it, damn. I smelled him first. You shouldn't have come here, pretty boy. I'm gonna fuck you up so bad you'll be wearing your tongue as a fucking necktie. Easy there, big shot. You've made your point, okay? Confirm badass. I'm not looking for a fight. Funny, you don't look like a pussy. You don't smell like one either, so why you acting like one, huh? Well, guess what? You ain't getting off that easy chicken shit. It's okay, Raoul. I'll handle it from here. Fine, they're not worth the effort anyway. What do you want? Straight to the point, huh? I like that. Don't care what you like. Now quit stalling. You have something to say, say it. I've come with an offer. I'm willing to offer you my services such as they are. All I would hope in return is a fruitful, long-lasting relationship. So you want to help me with something because you want to be my friend, that's about right? Yeah, when I put it that way, it does sound corny, doesn't it? Corny not bad though, I think I'm okay with corny. I'm not okay with is putting my ass on the line and getting stabbed in the back for my trouble. So why exactly I should trust anything you say? I don't expect you to. Not yet anyway. Good, because my trust is earned, not given. Then let me earn it. A few nights of your time, that's all I ask. Just so that we're clear, I don't trust you, I have no reason to. Frankly, you sound more lost than I am. Still, you have an earnest look about you, naive almost. I can tell you believe what you're saying. So I give you a chance to prove yourself. I have some outstanding business to take care of. I'll let you know when that's done. Meet me here and we'll see what you're really made of. И рест. Ну пошли с ней говорить за это все. Hey, you're in the bushes, you know I can hear you, right? Yeah, that's only because I wanted you to. Listen, I wanted to have a word before the time gets here. Seems like you for whatever strange reason, but the way I see it, you're a nuisance at best. At worst, you're a threat. I get it, you don't like me, forgive me, I don't lose any sleep over it. You should be, because when I don't like someone, I do something about it, and it's usually not pleasant. Mika is my sister, and every sense of the world that counts. Anything happened to her, I find even remotely your fault, I coming after you. Isn't that clear? Crystal, now get the fuck out of my face. Yeah, just wanna make sure we understand each other. What I'm saying is, if anything happens to Mika, I'm holding you accountable. Did I miss anything? Nothing too important, we're just having a chat. Where are you now? What about? Nothing. You know where to look for me, Tam. Sure do. I have a favor to ask. Okay, what is it? I have an errand to run. I was hoping you'd come with me. There's a place east of here. It's a short walk. We should be back about 2, maybe 3 hours. 3 hours, huh? You call it a short walk? Sorry, I'm used to much longer distances than that. I forgot not everyone is. Think you can handle it? Oh, interesting. Sure, we can go now if you're ready. Well, alright. I need a moment alone, not long, 5 minutes at most. I think I'm done. Luca, huh? So, who was she? A sister and a friend. Sorry, I'm being monosyllabic again, aren't I? I was embraced not far from here, in this cemetery. A fitting spot, I suppose. It was close to a decade ago. I'd been on the road for a couple of years at that point, hitchhiking from one town to another. New York was supposed to be another stop. And then I met Jezebel. She was strong, smart, independent, seemed like someone who I could trust. Someone I could get close to. She never made me feel inadequate or ashamed. And she could hold her own in a fist fight too. Funny thing though, she only wanted to meet during nighttime. I didn't think much of it, even came up with the excuse of her busy, eccentric, whatever worked. Until one night she sank her teeth into my neck. Hey, at least you got to know your sire. Can say the same for myself. I'm sorry. Anyway, she left soon after turning me. I think the conclave of Prague really shook her up. Seemed like you're trying to justify her actions. I'm trying to understand. After the Anarchs were expelled from the Camarilla, I guess she felt betrayed. I know, I would. She had fought and killed for Camarilla only to have them stab her in the back. But yeah, even though I had Raoul and Luca, I was still furious and terrified. Luca died a few years later. Operation Lights Out, they called it. It was a coordinated assault by the Second Inquisition, a genocide by any other name. A family got together, bought up a plot and buried it in an empty casket. I guess they wanted some closure. Can't fault them for that. And though she was not really here, I like to come and visit from time to time. It reminds me of who I am, keeps me in check, keeps the beast at bay. Also, this being the place of my embrace, you have to appreciate that level of irony. Sorry, I don't know what came over me. 1 minute I am all grunts and stares, and the next I'm giving you my biography. Guess I'm just tired of being scared, alone. You're looking for a place to belong. All the wrong places, it seems. At this point I'm just looking for something to believe in, someone I can give a damn about. You always have Raoul. Will I? Don't get me wrong, Raoul is my brother. The bond between us is not easily broken, but he's got ideas and ambitions of his own. He won't always be here to watch my back. I can expect that of him. Stay out my ground. Get out of here. Do you have an idea who these guys were? They looked like they knew what they were doing. They did. They spent their whole lives either training or hiding our kind. They're a second acquisition. It's been a while since I saw them operating in New York. I would never expect them to go after the scared one. Hell, until today I wasn't even sure he existed. Scared one? Скарт. Это Скарт one, наверное, блядь. Я уже плыву, надо, наверное, понемногу заканчивать. The only name he's known by. He's a cautionary tale of young Gangrel. He's what happens when you let the beast take over. I always figured him to be more of metaphor. Seeing him in real life, it's like if a Christian just happened to run Judas Iscariot one day. And seeing him hunted down by Isai, I don't know what to think. I don't even know what to start thinking. I'm sorry, thank you for coming with me, but now I have a lot of shit to figure out. Once I do, I'll let you know. Тыц, и половина ночи прошла. Текс. Ну давайте посмотрим, кто за нами смотрит. Еще туда чуть-чуть. Понимаю. Okay. I acquire your assistant, Marshal. There's a matter of great importance that I need to ask you to resolve for me. You'll find that I'm about to say surprising, I'm sure, but I need you to hear me out. I need you to contact an important anarch figure in New York City and arrange a meeting for us. Wait, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to meet the anarchs. We are at war, right? The prince does look unfavorably at those who meet the anarchs, that much is true. You'll find that with this, as with many other things, that the Camarilla policies have more than their share of hypocrisy inherent in them. It comes hand in hand with using medieval power structures. What are forbidden to do, the prince may do willingly. Some of these things can be done in the open, while others are kept secret and to not invite discord and discontent. I need to contact a man named Talk. He is an influential member of the movement and, like most of them, very suspicious of the Camarilla. That's why I'm sending you to extend my invitation. How do I know he even talked to me? He won't, not yet anyway. You need to start further down the chain and with the right story to spin. My limited sources adjust to the moment I've gathered that your best chance to speak to Talk is to first meet with his right-hand woman, Mia. She's regular at the club called the Leech Pit. I think it would be the best if you presented yourself as an anarch hopeful, a fledgling looking for a place of belonging. Only after you talk to Talk directly should you mention my name and the meeting. I don't know, Sophie, it sounds very risky. What if they heard of me? What if I slip up and mention you by accident? I have approached to your discretion, but I know that you have to accomplish this on your own. I cannot involve myself, as there's just too much at stake. After tonight, I suggest that we do not speak of this again until you arrange the meeting. There's a many who would jump at the chance to use this against us. Kaiser, you have proven you can get the job done. Even if it requires additional legwork, I trust you to deal with this task as quickly as covertly as possible. Forgive me, but that's all the time I can spare tonight. That I'm asking of you is just part of the bigger whole. Trust me, it will be all. I'll do my best. I know you will. Check with Gregory for the address of the Leech Pit. Have me introduce you to the Talk. Then she does, tell him I wish to meet. Let him pick the time and place, but let it be soon. If he proves too guarded, tell him I have something that will help him gather allies against Boss Scalia. That should pique his interest. Good luck, and obviously not a word about this to anyone else. Not even any new friends you might have made in recent night. That stays between us. Я не думал, что мы сразу пойдем в клуб. Я думал, что нас выкинет на карту. Но я, скорее всего, кольну это